These are men with decades of life behind them, careers, families, grandchildren, and even though they should know better, they still show up. Well, what are you doing messing around doing it in the first place? You see how it looks. How you doing? I'm gonna need you to have a seat right over there.
No, I ain't gonna do anything.
Well, yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not with her, I'm not.
Okay, well, I still need you to have a seat right over there.
I ain't gonna do anything.
No, you need to have a seat right over there.
I'm in trouble.
You need to take your hands out of your pocket.
That's my fault.
Okay, just
I'm in
please.
trouble.
Yeah, I know, but you need to have a seat right over there.
No, come on, man.
What is a 68-year-old man doing here in
Well,
this
I was
house?
coming through here.
15-year-old girl?
I was coming through here and I just was on my way home.
Yeah. And what were you doing in the area?
I was in Escanaba.
In Escanaba. What were you doing in Escanaba?
Picking up some parts.
Some parts for what?
My truck.
Your truck. And what do you do for a living, Kelvin?
Drive truck.
You drive truck. What kind of trucks?
Semi-truck.
Semi-trucks. And why did you think it was appropriate for a 62-year-old man to come over here and have sex with a 15-year-old girl?
I just had a woman I've been led on for like a month steady, maybe a little over a month.
I get a sob story from Thomas, but it isn't going to work on me.
Get her to move up here. She wanted to move up here and just kept leading me on and leading me on.
And how old was this woman?
45.
45. And when you say lead you on, what did she do exactly?
We just talked about living together. She didn't have a job. I helped her out with money on it. She was making this dress and she needed some money to finish it before she could move up here. I gave her the money to fly up here and it was just one letdown after another.
Right.
She flew to I think she made it to Chicago. Then she claimed she got robbed in a taxi. Stole her money. I sent her more. I mean, it was.
How much money do you figure you sent her, Tom?
Lots.
Lots. Thousands?
Yeah.
Tens of thousands?
No.
5,000?
100.
100. But you said you were talking to a 15-year-old and you're going to do her when she turns 16.
Well, yeah, but she's national age, legal at that time.
It creates the impression that you do this a lot, Donnie.
Well, 2 cases, that was it.
And is there any misunderstanding here in terms of what you wanted initially from this 15-year-old girl?
I didn't want anything. Like I said, when she
But
told
you said
me,
you wanted
yeah,
oral sex.
She told me when she said 15, you know, I was gonna, like I said, I changed my mind totally by the time I got here. I was, you know, not gonna do it.
It sounds to me, and I've done this for a pretty long time.
I know who you are.
You know who I am?
I recognize
How do you know who I am?
Television.
Television. Mm-hmm. So you've seen my shows before.
Sure I have.
So you know I'm Chris Hansen.
Yes.
And I do a show.
Yes, I do know, Chris.
About men trying to have sex with kids.
Yes, sir.
Did you ever think you'd be on one of my shows, Dave?
No.
Hey, what's your name?
I wasn't gonna do nothing.
What's your name?
I wasn't gonna do anything.
What's your name?
Cliff.
It's gonna be all right. You're gonna have a seat right here.
No,
We're gonna
I'm
talk to you.
fucked. I'm fucked.
No, you're gonna
My
calm
wife's
down.
gonna leave me.
She
I
gonna
wasn't
leave
gonna do
you.
nothing.
Listen, Cliff, I'm not telling your wife. You don't tell your wife.
I wasn't gonna do nothing.
Okay.
I knew this was a setup.
Okay.
That's my
You
fault.
got anything in here that's
No,
gonna hurt
I
me?
got
Caught
nothing.
me?
I'm actually I'm licensed to carry. I don't have anything on me.
Okay. Is it in your truck?
No, I quit carrying it.
All right.
I don't have nothing, guys.
All right. Hey. Cliff, just do me a favor.
I'm fucked.
Don't get all nervous and pull around.
I'm screwed.
No, you're not. The only way you're screwed is if you say something to somebody. We're just gonna talk to you.
I wasn't gonna do nothing.
So what made you go online and prowl around, ultimately meeting a 15-year-old girl, having a sexually charged conversation, then showing up here?
It's a long story, but she seemed like, in the beginning, didn't know where she was gonna go, and I just wanted to make sure she had a roof on her head, I guess.
You're just going to be the good Samaritan.
Yeah, because I know it sounds bad, but...
It doesn't look good. There's a lot of sex talk.
And I also asked her if she needed a job. I didn't say nursery, but...
Why did you ask her to be naked when you arrived?
Just to see her, I guess.
Just to see her naked. This 15-year-old girl.
Oh, I know, it's bad. But like my last text said, I'm not going to touch you. I was trying to send it and you guys nailed me.
Oh, so you were going to send a text saying, I'm not going to touch you.
Yes.
Just as you walked in and got arrested. So at the very last minute,
because
you found a conscience. Moments later, a security camera catches him making his way to the door. The decoy leads Chuck inside.
So you brought the stuff we talked about? Yeah. I guess you can just set it in the living room. Or not living room.
He appears excited as I watch the exchange.
So, I'm nervous. I'd rather not. Can you just sit down?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, you're cuter.
Huh?
I said, you're cuter than I thought you were.
You thought I was ugly?
No, I didn't think that you were ugly.
So how was your drive?
All right, I'm nervous too.
Yeah. I'm excited though.
That seemed to excite you that she was only 15.
Well, not really. I was scared. I was scared to come over here. Didn't want to come over here.
You get pretty graphic in your discussion with her, both on the phone and online, texting about what you want to do with her.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about taking her out into the woods, doing it doggy style.
Yeah.
You were going to bring lube and wet wipes and towelettes so you could have sex with a 15-year-old girl in the woods, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you were very graphic about what you were going to do to her here.
That's what she wanted.
Which you're deflecting the blame
Both,
here.
Both. We both wanted.
Okay, you're the adult though.
You heard her as soon as she came, as soon as they come through the door. You heard her.
I know, but you can't blame a 15-year-old girl
I
for
know.
what you do.
I know.
I knew it was a setup.
Well, how did you know it was a setup?
Because I knew. When she said she was 15, I go, it's a setup. I just thought, I'll bring you a pop, and that's it. I can't have sex. I can't. I haven't had sex with my wife in years.
But in the chat, you talk about giving and getting oral.
I know, but I don't want to do that. I can't even get hard.
Okay, but you...
I know. It's just to say, that just something to come here. I'm just kind of, I don't know.
I don't want nothing to do with this.
Okay,
And
all
I
right.
never did it. I asked her and I asked her and I asked her and I asked her.
And just stay put there. You also say to her that you make me horny as fuck. You said that in the chat.
Yeah,
Right.
and I got it on my phone too, what
Yeah.
she said.
Right. You say, I love to fuck the shit out of you. You worry about her age. You want to make sure she's home alone? No, Calvin?
I can't believe this. I knew.
You can't believe it.
I knew, and I had a bad feeling right from the get-go.
What gave you a bad feeling, Calvin?
Well, she told me she was 15.
Right. Maybe.
She sounded like she was a lot older than
Oh,
that.
really? She sounds like a little girl to me. What's happening?
Came to see the young lady. She said that she's 14.
14. And how old are you, Chuck?
I'm 72.
72. Now, Courtney is younger than your own granddaughter.
Yes.
Yet you were here to have sex with her, correct?
If she wanted to have sex, yes.
And you saw no problem with that.
In a way I did, and that's why I didn't come yesterday, and was also saying I was very
Very nervous about
nervous,
it.
yeah.
But you're here.
Yes, I am.
Are you a predator?
No.
You're going to prey upon a 13-year-old girl?
Well, we don't know that.
Well, I think it's pretty clear
I'm not
based on
really
the
sure
chat.
I can even get a hard on, just to tell you the truth.
Did you bring Viagra or another
No.
drug?
No,
So you're just going to have this experiment and see if you can pull it off,
basically.
basically. When's the last time you had sex with a young girl?
With a young girl,
Yeah,
2 or 3 years ago.
2 or 3 years ago. And when's the last time you met a girl online and then went to go have sex with her?
Probably 2 or 3 years ago.
2 or 3 years ago. Why then today?
I don't know. It was a conversation that we all had, and
Got all fired up.
he really said, you know, how excited he was and how everybody was so excited and wanted to do this. And
Do you have a sexual addiction, Donnie?
no. One psychologist said it was asexual,
Deviancy?
something like that,
Something
maybe.
like deviancy, yeah.
My thing is I want to explore.
You want to explore.
I want to explore
You're
sexual
an
behavior.
adventurer.
Yes, the adventure,
Right.
that's what.
Why don't you climb a mountain or something? Do you know how many times I've heard that excuse? Cliff?
No, seriously.
Do you know how many times I've
I
heard the
know, I
excuse?
know you've heard it a lot. I know.
Dozens and dozens
But I'm
and
not lying
dozens
to
and
you.
dozens and dozens
I am
of
not lying,
times.
and I can't. I
But
know
why even get online and open yourself up to this kind of trouble, Cliff? Explain that to me.
I don't know why. It's stupid, I guess.
Stupid.
Well, I don't know why I would do that. I don't know. I'm sitting there.
Well, you got to tell me. There's a reason why you did it. You got online. You had the chat. You
just
talked
wanted
about
to
oral
talk. I
sex,
just wanted
giving and
to-
getting
well-
oral sex.
Well, I know, but I wouldn't even do that because I can't even get hard.
But you could give oral sex.
I
You
know,
talk
but I
about
ain't
that.
gonna do that because I'm afraid to catch something.
It doesn't sound like you're a first-time offender here.
I'm not even, I don't even have, I haven't had sex in 15 years.
15 years. So today you just decided it was time to have
I
sex with a 15-year-old.
wanted to talk to her.
Right.
I never had no intention of touching her.
But that's not what it says in the conversation, Calvin.
That ain't what she said to me either.
It doesn't matter what she said. What matters is what you said. You're the adult here.
How much is it gonna cost me to just walk away from this?
What do you mean? How much is it going to cost you?
Can I just give you some money and leave?
I don't want money. I want the truth. I want to know why a 68-year-old man would come in here to have sex with a 15-year-old girl. That's what I want to know.
Pretty much because she tried to talk, she talked me in.
She taught, so it's her fault then.
Well, it ain't all her fault, but a lot of it's her fault.
Why would you even engage in the conversation? You're a grown-ass man, right?
No, I just was trying to play safe, and I think I said that too.
Trying to play it safe. What part of trying to play it safe involves you wanting her waiting here naked and then getting into the shower while you watch? What's playing it safe about that, Luke?
I wasn't gonna follow through with it.
You
that's for
weren't.
sure.
You know, I hear that a lot, Luke.
Yep, and that's probably do. But I was just trying to send that last text. I'm not gonna touch you.
Yeah, but there was a whole lot of I'm gonna touch you, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I want you naked, I want you in the shower before you got to that point.
She was a little bit of a instigator herself, and I
Really?
yes.
I hear that a lot from the men who show up in our investigations, that the underage girl was the one who was the instigator. It's not a great defense. A 15-year-old instigator?
Yes.
Yeah? In what way, Luke?
She was saying what she liked.
Like what?
Having her butt played with.
And you were game for that?
No, I was just
playing around.
Just playing around.
Just playing around. You had a sexually charged conversation with somebody who told you they were 15, and then you showed up.
And that's wrong.
It
That's
is wrong. It's
100%.
illegal.
I know it's illegal.
What do you think would have happened, Cliff, if we weren't here and a
I wouldn't
15-year-old
have
girl
sex.
was here?
Honest to God,
So
it
you're
would-
just going to sit here and chat?
I would have said,
You're gonna drink your Faygo Pop and
I like to talk. I do.
You
talk.
like to talk.
That's what I do.
talk.
I'm a people person.
You're a people person.
I am. I talk. I got friends that are women that it's available. I don't even, I don't know what happened today.
I should have known that.
Yeah, but that doesn't excuse what you did.
Well, I know. But
You seem to be blaming a lot of other people.
I'm trying to find a woman local, and I can't.
You can't find a woman who's not 15?
No, I'm not looking for a young girl.
But
It
you
just
came
happened
here
to-
for a young girl, Tom.
Yeah.
But just to be clear, your intent was to have sex with this girl tonight.
Yes.
Did you bring Viagra or anything
No.
like that?
No.
Just lube,
Yeah.
condoms? But you drove all the way over here,
I understand, and it again reiterating, it's just a mistake on my part. I was not going to do anything, period.
And you're
And that's why when I talked to her over the phone, I was very, I was totally afraid of this. I should have turned around and gone on anyway. But, she kept on and on, so I said I'll come in and visit.
And you said a lot of things to this girl over the last 24 hours, didn't you?
Yes.
You asked if she was, keep your hands where I can see them. Okay, do you have any weapons with you?
No.
Those are the condoms you brought?
Yes.
What else did you bring?
I bought some beer for myself.
Some beer for yourself. Did you bring anything for the girl, Courtney? So you just
If she wanted a beer,
she could have had a beer.
she could have had a sip.
A sip.
Yeah.
So just a sip.
I said if she wanted a beer, she could have a sip of
A
beer.
sip of beer, right.
Yeah.
Now you came in and went right for the big hug and kiss, didn't you? I saw it.
Yeah.
Right, and you thought that was okay.
Yes, it would have been okay for me to give her a hug and a kiss.
That's not okay, Chuck. There's nothing okay about a 72-year-old man coming to a house and giving a kiss and a hug to a 14-year-old girl, especially after you say things to her like looking for nasty fun. If you want to see the complete investigation and more full episodes, make sure you're subscribed here on YouTube and check out WatchTruBlu.com. There are literally hundreds of new episodes either in production or on our streaming channel right now, uncensored, all on WatchTruBlu.com. Use the code YouTube26 to watch all of the episodes for $2.50, or for an annual subscription, use YouTube Year for $20 off. And we'll see you on TruBlu.